So, good afternoon everyone. So, this is the redo of my report. So, in my report, we will going to find the cumulative frequency lesser than and greater than, and cumulative percentage frequency lesser than and greater than percent. Now, in my table, we have a class limit and the frequency. So, our class limit, we have a 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, and 80 to 90. So, in our frequency, we have a 2, 3, 5, 7, 6, and 2. So, before we're going to find the cumulative frequency lesser than, we will going to get the answer of frequency first. So, how to get the answer of our frequency? So, in our frequency, we will going to add all the number here. So, we have a 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. 5 plus 5 is equals to 10. 10 plus 7 is equals to 17. 17 plus 6 is equals to 23. And 23 plus 2 is equals to 25. So, that is how to find our frequency. So, now we will going to proceed on how to find the cumulative frequency lesser than. So, first we will going to write 25 here, which is our frequency. So next, so in our cumulative frequency lesser than, we have a 25. In our frequency, we have a 2. So, we will going to minus the cumulative frequency lesser than to our frequency. So, 25 minus 2 is equals to 23. 23 minus 3 is equals to 20. 20 minus 5 is equals to 15. 15 minus 7 is equals to 8. And 8 minus 6 is equals to 2. And that is how to find cumulative frequency lesser than. We will going to minus the cumulative frequency to our frequency. Next, how to find the cumulative frequency greater than. So, in finding the cumulative frequency greater than, first we will going to write the frequency here. We will going to write the number 2 here. So, we will going to write 2 here. 2. So, we will going to add the cumulative frequency greater than to our frequency. So, in our cumulative frequency greater than, we have a number of 2. And our frequency, we have a number of 3. So, we will going to write, so we will going to compute now. So, 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. Okay. 5 plus 5 is equals to 10. 10 plus 7 is equals to 17. 17 plus 6 is equals to 23. And 23 plus 2 is equals to 25. And that is how to find cumulative frequency greater than. We will going to add the cumulative frequency greater than to our frequency. And to find the lesser than, we will going to minus the cumulative frequency lesser than to our frequency. So now we will going to find on how to compute the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. So, but before that, we have a formula. So, our formula, we have a CPF lesser than equals CF lesser than over the number of cases times 100. So, in our cumulative frequency lesser than, we have a number of 25. So we will going to write 25 here. So because this is our formula, so in our number of cases, we have a 25 again. So we will going to write 25 here again, huh? So now, to find the answer, we will going to divide the cumulative frequency lesser than to our number of cases. So 25 divided by the number of cases is equals to 1. And 1 times 100 is equals to 100. And that is how to find, or that is how to solve cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. So we will going to put 100 here. So another example, so that you can get what I say on how to compute cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. So in our second row, we have a cumulative frequency of 23. So we will going to write 23. And we have a number of cases, 25. So 23 divided by the number of cases, 25, is equals to 0.92. 0.92 times 100 is equals to 92. And that is how to solve the cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. So we will going to write the 92 here in the second row. Another example. So another example. We have a formula of CPF lesser than equals CF lesser than number of cases times 100. So in the third row, of cumulative frequency, we have a 20. So we will going to write 20 here because this is the cumulative frequency lesser than. So we will going to write 20. So we have a number of cases, 25. So 20 divided by the number of cases, 25, is equals to 0.8. And 0.8 times 100 is equals to 80. So our answer on the third row, we have 80. So another example. In cumulative frequency lesser than, we have 15. So we will going to write 15 here because this is the CF lesser than. We have a number of cases, 25 times 100. So 15 divided by the number of cases, 25, is equals to 0.6. 0.6 times 100 is equals to 60. So our fourth row answer is 60. So we will going to write 60 here. Another example. So another example in our fifth row. So in our cumulative frequency lesser than, we have a number of 8. So we will going to write 8 here. And we have a number of cases, 25 again, and times 100. So 8 divided by the number of cases, 25, is equals to 0.32. And 0.32 times 100 is equals to 32. So our answer in the fifth row, we have a 32. So in our cumulative frequency in the last row, we have a number of 2. So we will going to write 2 again. So we have a CF lesser than of 2, and we have a number of cases 25. So 2 divided by the number of cases 25 is equals to 0.08. And 0.08 times 100 is equals to 8. And that is how to find cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. So we will going to write 8 here. So that is how to find cumulative percentage frequency lesser than. We will going to divide the cumulative frequency lesser than to our number of cases times 100. So now we will going to find on how to compute the cumulative percentage frequency greater than. So in our cumulative percentage frequency greater than, we have a formula again. So our formula is CPF greater than equals CF greater than over the number of cases times 100. So in our first row of cumulative frequency greater than, we have a number of 2. So we will going to write 2 here. So our number of cases, we have 25. So 2 divided by the number of cases 25 is equals to 0.08. 0.08 times 100 is equals to 8. So our answer of cumulative percentage frequency greater than, we have a number of 8. So another example in the second row. So this is the first row and this is the second row. So in our second row, we have a cumulative frequency greater than of 5. So we will going to write 5 here. So we have a number of cases of 25 times 100. So 5 divided by the number of cases 25 is equals to 0.2. And 0.2 times 100 is equals to 20. So this is our answer on the second row. So another example in the third row. So in the third row, we have a number of 10. So we will going to write 10 here. So because this is our formula, the given formula. So we have a number of cases 25 times 100. So 10 divided by the number of cases 25 is equals to 0.4. And 0.4 times 100 is equals to 40. This is the third row answer. We will going to write 40 here. So another example to get the answer again in the fourth, fifth, and sixth row. So in our cumulative frequency greater than, we have a number of 17. So we will going to write the formula first. So we will going to write 17 here times over the number of cases 25. So 17 divided by the number of cases 25 is equals to 0.68. And 0.68 times 100 is equals to 68. So our answer in the fourth row, we will going to write 68 here. So another example So, in our cumulative frequency greater than, we have a number of 23. So, we will going to write 23 here. So, 23 divided by the number of cases, 25, is equals to 0.92. And 0.92 times 100 is equals to 92. This is the answer of our fifth row. So, we will going to write 92 here. So, another example, in the last row, we have a number of greater than of 25. So, we will going to write 25 here. So, we have a number of cases, 25, and times 100. So, 25 divided by the number of cases, 25, is equals to 1. And 1 times 100 is equals to 100. So, we will going to write 100 here. So, that is how to find, or that is how to compute our cumulative percentage frequency lesser than and greater than percent.